Good morning, students. Welcome back to yet another class of English literature. In today's video, we are going to do the question and answer of the little story, The Little Match Girl. Before that, a quick recapitulation of the concluding part of the story. It's a sad story, but one that's been told time and time again for more than 100 years. Alone on a frigid night, the last of the year, a young girl spends her final moments warmed only by the matches she had failed to sail that evening. In the dying light of each flame, she is comforted by visions of a better life. A warm stove, a Christmas feast, these are the hallucinations that flash by in her final moments. Finally, as the feeling leaves her hands, the life leaves her body. The girl's late grandmother appears through the match light. Struck by the vision of the only person who had ever loved her, the girl struggles to strike her remaining matches to keep the fire burning. In that final moment, she is carried away by her grandmother as the two set out for a place where there is no more cold or hunger or fear. This is the tragic ending of Hans Christian Andersen's The Little Match Girl, but the story remains alive today. We move on to the model question and answers. I had given you few question answers in the previous video. You need to write those questions in your notebook along with these question answers which are there in today's video. The first question: how appropriate is the title of the story? The title of the story is appropriate as the entire story revolves around the little girl only. The story has been narrated on a third-person narration. For not a single moment the author has given any name to the little girl, indicating she was just one of the many poor children belonging to the lower strata of the society during the Victorian era. The treatment of the children in the Victorian era has been beautifully displayed through the hardships, fate, and poverty of the little girl. The apathetic attitude of the common people to these children have been reflected by the actions and attitude of those people in the story The Little Match Girl, who did not bother to look at her pitiful conditions even after the little miserable girl lying frozen to death. The word match is symbolic as it is a symbol of warmth and hope in this story. Moving on to the next question. Why does the author describe the girl as a very picture of sorrow? The appearance of the girl portrayed a realistic and crude view of the society in the Victorian era. The girl's clothes and her house, having only roof through which wind whistled and large cracks stuffed, indicate that she belonged to an underprivileged society. Her tattered clothes, her walking in that harsh weather in that evening, barefooted, turning blue and red without any cover to protect her head, her hunger, and her reluctance to go back home to prevent herself from the wrath of her father for not being able to sell any match. All these reflect the girl as a very picture of sorrow. Question number 3. Explain how the story is interpreted with didactic elements. The very setting of the story, that is on a New Year's Eve, a few days after Christmas, makes the story didactic and meaningful. The attitude of the people of that era, the poverty of the girl, the pitiful condition of the girl, the condition in which she is forced to come out of her house in spite of that hostile weather, really teaches the wealthy to be more empathetic and charitable. It teaches them not to overlook the needs of the less fortunate brethren, especially of the innocent children. Next question. How can you conclude that the girl was poor and dejected? From her appearance, it seemed as if she belonged to a very poor family, or else no one would have dared to come out of their house in such a harsh weather. She was out of her house without enough warm clothes to protect her from the chilled winter evening. She had nothing to cover her head or her feet. She had lost her slippers also, so she had to walk on her naked feet, which ultimately became red and blue with cold. All these evidences are enough to conclude that the girl was poor and dejected. Next question. Why was the girl out in the cold? What prevented her from going back home? The girl was out in the cold to sell matches which she was carrying in her old apron. The fear of being beaten by her father prevented her from going back home, as she was not able to sell any match and earn a single penny that day due to the harsh weather, which prevented people from coming out of their homes. Another reason is, in spite of the harsh weather, the girl did not want to go back home because at her home she had a strict and rude father. She was not comfortable there as the house had a roof which had large cracks through which the wind passed in spite of stuffing them with straw and rags. Next question. With reference to the story, bring out the theme of class differentiation. During the Victorian era, the middle class emerged and took over an important percentage of workplaces. It is at this time there appeared an underclass which remained unemployed and lived in abject poverty. This class resented both the aristocracy and the middle class. There existed a huge gap between the financial condition of this class and the wealthy, and it is presented through the little girl in the story who is found selling matchsticks at a tender age and on a cold winter night. Moving on to the next question. The children in the Victorian society were not only orphaned but also deserted, neglected and abused. Give evidence from the story to prove this statement. The children were regarded as miniature adults who were used for cheap labor. In this story, the child is poor and motherless. She does not get any affection or love from her father, but is sent out in the bitter cold to sell matches. She became a victim of child labor and of physical abuse at the hands of her father. Thank you, children. May you have a wonderful day ahead.